the whole of this area, as it were, that is the Sherry here, Opik, Riverview Estate, and some others, like Sherry no GRA. For some time now, we have been having this flood crisis. In 2010, it was of great proportion, and that necessitated the president to personally come on a visit. He came, and at that time, they promised that, well, this is not a problem the states can solve, that the federal government will have to intervene. And at that time, the president said they were going to make dams on Ogun River, because basically the problem we have this time is from Ogun River. And Onyo Dam, of course, because there was emergency release from Onyo Dam the other time, and this time there was no emergency release from Onyo Dam. Onyo Dam has been, at least to the credit of the management, the Ogun River Basin Development Authority, they have been fair, you know, in the way they release the water and manage the dam generally. But Ogun River, which is the crux of our problem at this time, is not dammed. There is a natural dam on Ogun River called Ikere Gorge Dam, but it's not gated. So we are calling government now to help us to fulfill the promises made by His Excellency President Goodluck Jonathan to us in 2010, that they are going to find solution to this perennial flooding, because the challenges are so alarming that people will have to run away from their houses, businesses closed, and lives dislocated, schools shut. You know, schools within this area, you know, during period of crisis like this, they get shut, and sometimes they just send the pupils home. So we are calling government to help us, that there is no way we'll continue to live our lives like this. There are several companies located within this community. There are several houses. There are several interests. I mean, multi-billion naira investments, to which must not go down the drain. The government should, you know, come and, you know, solve this problem by creating a gated dam on Ogun River. Basically, the major problem we have at this time is that of ecology, and it is the responsibility or the solution falls squarely on the shoulders of the government. We are only appealing to His Excellency the President to look at the human lives involved, because what we are seeing here, it's even minor to what some other people on the other side of the river are going through. In fact, the other day I went to some houses, and water is already getting to the first floor of the decking. You can imagine the magnitude of that kind of problem. When tenants park downstairs, from downstairs to meet the landlord upstairs, and now even the landlord, you know, water is almost getting to the decking. It's terrible. Nobody the lady and all those communities. It's a very big problem, a very big crisis that, you know, federal government should just come out and help us.
The situation is in a crisis. We're in a crisis situation right now, because many people have abandoned their home because the floods keep rising, and to go out is a problem, to come in is a problem. And you see people taking advantage of that. Some who ply canoe, they take as much as 200 naira for a trip to go out. When you are coming late in the evening, that's a different ball game. They charge you anyhow, so you have no alternative than to pay. So the situation is really gruesome, and it's really very painful. We have been doing the very best we can, community-wise. We form an association, Wetland Stakeholders Association. We'll be holding meetings often and often, and the meeting yielded dividend, so to say, as we were able to write the presidency an open letter complaining about the flood. And on the community side, we contribute money, we build Paco bridges to enable people come in and go. But the community is so large that how many Paco bridges can you build? At a point, we started filling some of the road to prevent the water, to hold the water back to the river. But all that are not enough, because the place is massive, and the work needs a huge sum of money, which individual, even community, even states cannot afford. It is not the rain, because no matter how much it rains, our place is never waterlogged. Even Sulere area, Bariga area, Kate will be in flood. We are never in flood. No matter how much it rains, our land is dry. No flooding of any sort. But this problem of flooding doesn't even come during the rainy season. That is the peculiar aspect of it all. It doesn't come during the rainy season. It normally comes at the tail end of the rainy season. We have suggested a lot of things those days. We said rechannelize the river because we see that the river can be rechannelized from Orisa waterfront to Odogu, because the river form a U-shaped form. If the lost end of at Orisa is linked to the recover end at Odogu, the river will flow through the bush. That place is not inhabited for now. It will flow through the bush to Odogu, then to the lagoon. The more than 25 communities downstream ability to Araromi Unity, Medan, Laras, Wodelede, Araromi area will be free from flooding.
But that area that you said that the water should be channeled to is someone else's land.
It is, for now, it is a vacant land, no houses, no development whatsoever. You know, government owns all the land. There's no argument about that. Any part of the land government want to use, no power stops them. The best they do is they pay compensation at worst. So I think it is better since Ogupa Dam can be controlled. Ogupa flooding of Ibadan can be taken care of. This is minimal compared to what the Ogupa water flood at Ibadan was doing. So we believe that if government really take this matter up as a matter of urgency and want to solve this problem, it can be solved. They channelize the river straight from Orisa to Odogu. The river will flow straight from Orisa straight to the lagoon, cutting up about 25 communities that are having contact with the river, then become flooded. Then 2, 3, we also think that the dredging should be stopped because the dredgers destroy the bank of the river. Formerly, when I came into my community 202, the river has elevated edge. When you want to see the water, you have to climb to the edge of the river, and then you see the water below. But because of constant dredging, automated dredging and manual, all the banks have caved in. The river is almost flat with the land. Then we also think that the discharge end of the river into the lagoon should be critically examined because we believe that the lagoon and the river has the same depth. Because in the afternoon, you see the river flowing back, experiencing ocean tide. In the morning, it flows in. In the afternoon, it flows back. And when it's flowing back, when the flood is on, any point they meet, the flood start coming out. So the federal government, these are tasks that cannot be met by the state government alone. We know that federal government, when they bring in their might behind all these things, they can restructure the discharge end of Ogo River to the lagoon, and then they make the lagoon deeper than the river because of low altitude the river flows to. Then when it gets to the end of the discharge point, it will fall into the lagoon. So there will be no room for flooding. Also, we found out that many of the distributaries have been blocked. River Magedu is a distributary of River Ogun. There are 2 other distributary channels between Magedu River and Odogun. Then from Odogun to Matue, there are more than 8 of them. All of them are blocked, except the one at Owode Adekule and the one at Tokyo. There's no channel except the one at Owode Adekule. And the one at Owode Adekule is not properly linked to other ones. Since the others are blocked, they would have linked those others, well, like the one at Keron, the one at Checkpoint, they would have linked them to Owode Adekule channel. So that when the water gets to the edge of the road, it will flow to Owode Adekule and then flow out. Then the one at Owode Lede would have linked to the other branch of River Ogun at Mile 12. Then the one at Ajono was totally blocked and cut off, so that cannot be made use of. So if government will look into all these areas and open them up, the flood might come, but if you have an exit, it will not stay more than a week or so.
It is very evident that everyone has a role to play, individually and collectively. And more importantly, governments at various levels have a lot more to do to ensure sustainable development of our communities. Well, that's our program for the day. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your comments. We do appreciate them. Do keep them coming. Our inbox, file@channelstv.com, is always available anytime, any day. To be back again with you, from me, Ayala Kasim, and the rest of the team. It's bye for now.